상처가 거울오는 말에 현혹되지 않으려면 계속 이렇게 생각을 입 밖으로 내는 게 좋아. 생각과 달리 익숙지 않은.
나에게서 이름을 묻진 마렴. 비나라는 건 이름이 아니란다. 이곳, 이 수많은 무덤이 있는 공간의 슬픈 이름이지. 나는 그저 우물을 깃는 자. 이번엔 무엇을 내게 길어올리라 부탁하려고 이곳으로 온 거니?
주군의 책사이자 오른팔인 자공인이라. 주군의 명에 따라 너희 부대를 지휘하게 되었지.
자루다.
Handless. I love how PM just said until further notice, just get a better device, Lamau. Oof. Um. Yeah, that's just. Hey, Blue, welcome. Oof. Yeah, and just get a better phone, Lamau. Oof, that doesn't sound good. Yeah? Yeah, I got them all. Yeah. Got everything with this one. Mr. Minigun is right here. Had to go through quite a few duplicates of the other ones. I'm sure they will, like, recompense people who are having issues with the whole Unity thing. I hope at least, because that would be fucked if they didn't. Okay, I got a thread spinner at least once to activate the passive. Thought Fraud Philip Sinclair would be buffed. I mean, the other two indirectly buff him. If you look at the passives, where the fuck? If Dawn Office fixes Sinclair is on the field, activate the following effects. He gains High Noon. Which is, he gets more speed, gains base power, deals more damage. Like, activate burn, blah blah blah, like, a lot of things, right? Not that I particularly care. But that's because he needs other identities. Well, yeah. But him specifically? No. I doubt that we're ever gonna have direct buffs, like, at all, in general. I very much doubt that it's ever gonna be a thing. Like, I mean, even nerfs are very rare. Unless they really, you know. How do I put it? I think starting with, what was Malfaust, people got really fucking upset about them nerfing shit. And I can understand that. If you really think about it, you go back to, like, the beginnings of every gacha game. Every gacha game really doesn't nerf characters. Because the idea is that you paid money for it. And it is really fucked if you paid money for a character or a weapon for a character, whatever, and then it gets nerfed. So a lot of people don't really like that. So we haven't been getting a lot of nerfs either, if you think about it. I've heard people send threats to Kim Ji-hoon about Malphau's nerf. That too. So I don't think they're ever gonna nerf anything anymore unless it's really, really, really bad. Right, nerf exists, then what's this power creep I'm seeing? No, like, well, you gotta consider. Yes, we are having power creep, but also the enemies are getting a lot tougher. You gotta consider that. The power creep is the whole point. We get stronger identities, we get stronger characters, we get stronger abilities, ego, but the enemies also get stronger. Like, that's just what's happening, usually. And, yeah, I don't think they're ever gonna nerf anything anymore. They're just gonna be, you know, like, no, what? Fuck you. You want your super overpowered identities? Okay, here's a super overpowered boss that specifically works against that overpowered identity. Screw you. Then that means nerfs shouldn't be an option. I don't think nerfs are ever gonna be an option. Unless it is something, like, absolutely outrageous to the point where it's game breaking. Like, I'm talking, you know, like one-shotting bosses. Either is gonna be nerfed in that regard, or they're going to introduce a bunch of bypasses for that shit. Ryoshu totally isn't overpowered. But you need to consider the fact that to get Ryoshu going, you need a lot of other identities. You need to get those identities killed. And, you know, you need an entire team essentially for that. Like, you have to consider that, like, I would expect, fucking, what's his name? This motherfucker to get nerfed first before Ryoshu. Like, if we're being honest. Because if you look at this motherfucker and his Furioso and shit. Right? Like, he can just output that bullshit all by himself without the need of, you know, 7 other identities being dead. Well, no, he's Timu of Rien, who is a Timu of Roland. You know, it's Timuception. You know? It goes all the way there. But the thing is, as I said, it is what it is. This is this and that is that. I don't think a lot of... You be a Timu, he be a Timu, everybody a Timu. Yes, everyone's a Timu. But realistically speaking, for example, as of right now, I wouldn't be able to do the refractal bullshit. I wouldn't be able to do this without, you know, those super strong identities. If I tried going into the... into Im Gyeong-yeop, if I want to go into that fight with Season 1 identities, I'd be fucked. Have you read Valencina Radio Uptie story? Because it taught me something really interesting about the old G-Call. I have not, because for the past fucking week I've been panicking, trying to clear this bitch. So, for me it was just like, skip everything, don't read anything. Should I go and read it? The fuck is new notes? What do we got? Inflection points. Ah, right. Alright, will be if you procrastinate again. Yeah, which is why I'm doing everything right now. Okay, all of this stuff is from the previous. What it taught me is that all G-Corp is a wing that has invented another form of immortality. Refractal panic is awful. I hate it. So something about G-Corp. Huh. What immortality are you really talking about? Are we talking about the bugs, right? Are we talking G-Corp before the bugs, or the bugs? Like, which of the... When you say old G-Corp, it could mean a couple of things. The Lord of the Flies, one of the decisive weapons, was killed like 3 times and came back each time. Makes sense. Gene Corp, the old G Corp, the one where Gregor... Okay, the bugs one. That's all you had to say, the bugs. Because I wasn't sure if there was one before that, because, you know, right now we're in a position where it's like, oh, you know, we have W Corp, the train motherfuckers, then you have the W Corp, which is the portal guys. You know. I don't know how many of each letter there is what I mean. At the very least, the event we have right now is just spend in Kefallen. Which is good. Because each time the Lord of Flies was killed, it left behind an entity called the Maggot Prince that eventually grew up into a copy of the Lord of Flies. I guess you could consider it a sort of level of immortality. But did the prince retain the memories of the original? That is the question. Because I think the actual immortality proper shit is you would need to retain everything that made you you. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what our job is today. Also, how many more pulls do I need? 50. I could. If the Uptide story is accurate to the actual character, that means Valencino was the one that fully killed it. Huh. Nice. Are there any announcers that I don't have that I would want? I have Gebra, I have Angela, I have Bina. Don't care about Tifereth, I got the magic girl. I have Full Stop. Don't care about Nedzich, don't care about Dawn. Have Hod. Guess Moller, Pierre, or Malkith? And Efrodi is an unreliable narrator, of course. Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna be that bad. Okay, so... I could potentially get one of these 2 dipshits, but not particularly interested in spending 50 more pools for them. I'm glad to see more identities that buff an identity that I'm never gonna use. Okay. So, we're doing a good old mirror dungeon. A lot. Because I am very, very, very close to my goal of having everything I want. Thumb Heathcliff, Electric Screaming Marisol, and Screwloose Wallop Marisol from Season 1 as well. Those are the only 3 items I have left to get. And then I can be free. At least, up until the next update or something. Oh, also, as you can see, I got the copy of... I got a copy of Bina. Very nice, 100 thread, I'll take it. Okay, so I need... How many boxes? 175, I think? 175 boxes for Heathcliff, and 375 boxes for Marisol. Oh, fuck me. Okay, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. And as you can see, I didn't even spend that much. Only 150 pulls for everything, which I'd say is pretty decent. But yeah. Let's go and do the mirror dungeon and chill. Actually, hold on. Hold on. I need to do something important before then. Where are you at? There you are. Let us cut the conversation short, shall we? She do be cute. God, look at her. Look at how pretty she is. And I can even up-tie her. So, do we know how long it is until the end of the season? Was that, you know, imparted upon us? I love her weapon. I don't remember if I did know. No. The big butterfly thing, whatever it is. Fire butterfly coffin. Damn. Looks good. It's just, I don't know if I want to up-tie anyone to 4 yet, as of right now. You know what I mean? Because let's be honest, if they release another Faust, I will need all of the shards I can get for her. Speaking of, let me actually look at the shards I've got. Ryoshu, Dawn... Ryoshu and Dawn I have a lot. Also Honglu. Can I see her passives? Forgot to check. Sure. Where the fuck? There she is. Does she have a Lone Fixer? Lone Fixer, but it's a support. Huh? That's a support passive. Hold on. That doesn't seem right. Hold on, I gotta check something that... Oh my god, why? Why? I am, somewhat upset right now. Just partially upset. I actually know I'm really upset. What can we have burn IDs that don't set their asses on fire? Please. Why must that be a thing? Hmm. This is just... it annoys me. Oh well, it is what it is. At least this can just spontaneously combust in the middle of the battle. Yes, and she can heal herself, as, you know. But the issue I have with burn units like this is that they lower their effective HP, right? And with the sheer amount of red coins that we have these days, the whole idea of like, oh, by the way, cannot be staggered or fall below 1 HP due to burn damage. Yeah, no shit, that's not the issue. The issue is that she's going to win every single clash, she's going to burn herself to the ground, and then when she's on 1 HP, she's going to die to the tickle of a red coin that is broken. Like, that's the issue I have with it. I think it's because they're also very much designed to activate Dawn Sinclair's secondary ego manifesting condition. What is your bullshit? If +2 allies are defeated in a single turn, and if this unit's SP isn't... enter the volatile ego wax and pinion state. I mean, regardless, I'm never gonna use his ass anyway. He's forever on the bench. But yeah, I get it. I get what they were trying to do. Still, annoying. What's your shtick as well? You're a buffer, huh? Dawn Herald. Hmm. That is pretty fucking strong. I like how I have 2 Walpurgis IDs for Greg that I haven't touched at all. The only Walpurgis stuff I actually used with him is this. Copium, lend me your power. Next Lobkop Valpipi will be in Kefallen event and we will actually get a lore story. No. In Kefallen event, listen, either you get story or you get Enkefallen event. You only get one of the two. If my information is correct, Don Herald does also tell us to stop power scaling from fixagrades. Don Herald does also tell us to stop power scaling from fixagrades. What does that mean? Which means roll and clip tomorrow in the flavor text. Burn, burn, burn. You see, kid, fun is not the be-all, end-all solution to every problem you've got. When it comes to using heat-modulating weapons like these, the deciding factors often come down to when to spark the flame and how you let it burn. Yeah, that's why I'm always chewing your ear off about how important it is to feel the moment that comes with the territory of using heat-modulating weapons. But on the other hand, when that moment tells you to burn it all down, don't hold back and just let it rip. Oh, you want to know who's the best in the field? Let's see. Well, the best of the best got to be Vermilion Cross, I'd wager. It was another with a similar icon. I mean, I wish I knew what you even meant by the scaling with the fixagrades. Like what your statement specifically meant. But yeah. Time to make some Kefallen and change lives. Burn team. Oh, actually, I can choose any team. What team do I want to take? Well, clearly. A fixer's grade is determined not by their strength, but by the success rate of their assignments or whatever like that. Okay, fair. So essentially what you're trying to tell me is that not every high-ranking fixer is actually strong? Is that what you mean? I think that was kind of a given. It's more so how long you actually survived in the profession and actually succeeded. Okay. So strong as shit fixer can be shit out of luck and be stuck at grade 8. Yup. Let's see. Oh, we get new ego gifts. Oh, would you look at that? Turn start activates when there are 3 or more Dawn office identities. Counts backup identities. Turn 1, apply 2 Dawn Herald on all allies. Combat start, Dawn office fixes Sinclair heals Tennis. Who cares about him? Dawn Office Identities exclusive effect. On hit, using base skills, inflict 2 burn and 2 tremor on target. Dawn Office identities are considered identities that inflict burn and trem. Holy shit. Huh. Encounter start. If Dawn Office Faust is on the field, apply 1 battle instinct on the said identity. That is so good. What the fuck? It's amazing if you exclude the Sinclair part. Holy shit. Did Yisang get one? The Scorch agenda is growing, yep. It would seem that Yisang did not get fucking anything. Was that the only new ego gift we got? All of these were in the game. Yep. Yep. Yeah, they only added one new ego gift. Huh. Well, I cannot really take it because I don't have Greg equipped. But what I'm also interested in is whether or not it upgrades into a tier 4. Actually, I can just check it. To the window. Yeah. I'm very, very curious about it. Drive. Mirror dungeon. Ego gift. Let's see. That's the candle. That's a tremor book. And considering I haven't seen it in the actual... Considering I haven't seen it, it's probably tier 4. Interesting. Okay. Let's come back. So wait, if it's a tier 4 tremor, where do you get it? Did we get a new, like, tier 4 in textbook theme pack? Requires 3 more thumb identities? Three or more thumb ident... Oh, as in like... Okay, gotcha. Activates when there are 3 thumbs. Good thing that we do have 3 thumbs now. We have, what's his name? Marisol, Rodia, and Heathcliff. I wonder if we're gonna get a 4th at some point. Come on, just give me a tier 3. Well, fuck you too then. You good? I mean, we've been at least getting a lot of, we've been getting a lot of middle identities. Like, there's Autis, Heathcliff, Ishmael, Dawn, Marisol. Methinks thou means fifth? Fourth. Fourth. 1, 2, like 1, 2, 3, and then we would need a fourth. But yeah, we have 5 middle identities now. Like 2 more and we have an actually full team. Okay, let's see. Show me your skills fast. Or focus on my wife instead, that works too, I suppose. Sinclair has a thumb ID? What kind of nonsense are you talking about? Who's Sinclair?
요즘 고민거리는 없어? 혹시라도 일하는데 힘든 점이 있다면 언제든지 나와 상담해줘.
Keyword is try because it's only a band-aid fix. I think they realize that. You know, considering since then, every gun ID we've been getting has been a Walpurgis one with infinite ammo. Funny how that works, huh? Hello, Slayer, welcome. How's my Walp going? I mean, going alright. I got everything. So, yeah, going great. How's yours? Got what you wanted? Even Villain City has infinite reloads. Does she? Hold the fucking phone. I don't think she has infinite reloads. I think she only has 1. Reload once per turn? Huh. Okay, I think it was once per encounter before. Like on the Uptie 3. Got the Solemn Lamenti on my first 10, and now at 250, that's all I've got. Ooh. My condolences. My condolences. I mean, you have 250, you can use the pity, right? Unless you don't want to use pity. You're maybe saving it for something like an announcer or whatever. Also, why did I go with Liu? Oh, because... it's fine. I could have just taken the disposal rod here. That would have been good. I can just change it at the stop. But yeah, 250 not getting everything, that kinda sucks. I got everything in 150 pulls. I got Solemn Lament in my first 10 as well. And then I got 3 Gregs. Technically 4 Gregs if we also count that I got a G-Corp basic ass ID as well. Hey, Cornelius. I mean, I guess, kinda. Got lucky. I have everything. Everything from the Walpurgis. I can pity. It's just the analysis paralysis of which Dawn office to pick. Up to you. If I could only pick one, I would go with Faust. Took me 200 for everything. It took me 150 for everything. So, yeah.
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요.
Which kind of upsets me. I was hoping I would have to go to 200, so that I could at least, like, pity one of the announcers I didn't have.
저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
But sadly, that is not a thing. But at the very least, now I have Faust that doesn't want to blow herself up the moment something goes wrong.
잘 이용하지 못하셨을 지금처럼 엄마와 함께 이곳저곳을 다니며 많은 기억을 쌓아줘.
And yeah, I would always go for Faust out of the two, because she hot. Connecting, yes.
벌써 화끈하네.
두려움을 모르는 건 나쁘지
번에
않습니다만
끝낸다.
Badoomt.
돌격하실 거라면
In relation to what are you saying that? Where was the joke?
징계팀 직원이라면 당연한 판단이긴 해. 잘했다는 칭찬은 생략하는 게 좋겠지.
방금 공격.
Like, which part of what I said made you... made...
다른 직원에게도 도움이 될지도 몰라.
Even if she wasn't hot, Faust has a lot of stuff I like. I mean, it's Faust. I thought the hot thing was a pun for Bernie. No! Hot as in, I want to do very intimate things with that female character. Because, holy shit, look at her.
무리하지 말고 뒤에서 보조만 해도 돼.
But I guess that works as well. Mechanical arms, hidden in guitar case weapon, cool coat. That is also true. I enjoy her drip. Her drip is really, really, really nice.
끝난 거 맞지? 그럼 약속대로 이 만화책이랑 해결사 잡지 가져간다.
What else do I need? Yeah. Burn, burn, burn. Remember to change Radia. Right, thanks. Radia. Upgrades, people. Yeah, thank you. Not gonna use any of that. And now it's time.
탄피가 떨어졌군요.
They should have added like a passive to Sinclair where when he dies the other Dawn identities perform better. That would have been better.
건에 끝내줘.
Make an inverse of library. That would have been cooler.
나비가 날개 듯하다. 나쁘진 않았습니다. 대박! 방금은 간지였는데.
There's a big downside with this Faust ID though.
한눈 팔았으면 되져야지.
Her defense is clash. It's clashable counter, and I don't like it.
달려나갈 올고든 하나. 순식간에 끝내줘. 한수 배우는
Why must it be clashable counter? Why couldn't she have a dodge like a normal person?
차포자기.
Well, they gave him the escape thing, so he runs, Greg dies, and he comes back full HP. No, you don't get it. He's forever on the bench. He's forever on the bench. He doesn't run back in. He's either on the bench or dead. That is the life of Sinclair. I cannot wait for when we get a Durante ability that allows us to kill one sinner of our choice for one reason or another. Because I would use it every single time just to make sure Sinclair dies. Because I can.
그럼 오늘 림컴버 회식 메뉴는 수박을 곁들인 용수형 과자로 결정하지.
Wait, why? Because I hate Sinclair. Execution bullet sapling of light ability? Yeah, pretty much. Give me execution bullet manager ability. Just got back and I'm already hearing Sinclair slander. It's not slander if it's true. It is not my fault that he's, you know, that I hate him and he's more useful dead to me than alive.
단피가 떨어질 때군요.
It is what it is.
도시에선 저런 형태로 산을 강화하기도 하나 봐.
Sure, just delete that guy, Rodia. I'm sorry, but I hate him as not a proper slander. Well, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. It's not slander. I'm not slandering him. Listen, you need to understand that slander is specifically telling damaging to a person's character's lies, you know? That's what slander is.
있는 힘껏 찔러놓고 으깨놨지만 저것들은 언젠가 다시 재생하겠지. 내가 부서지고 파괴되어도.
Also, thanks for reminding me. We gotta stop by the Sinclair hate. Sinclair must be hated. I will stop by the thing. The Christmas one. Thank you. Thanks for reminding me.
입증을 알리는 목소리가 들리는군.
모래배들의 참을 웃겨 보이는군. 청주라도 걸친 건가?
Go Dawn. Beat the ass of whatever that creature is.
상체를 제압하는 건 우리만으로 충분하잖아.
Sinclair does not... Sinclair deserves much more hate than this at least. Yeah, that's that. You see, I just like Damien and his vague posting, and Sinclair is the reason for the existence of Damien. It doesn't matter why you hate Sinclair. Sinclair must be hated. That's it. That's just reality of life. What did he even do? He exists. He breathes. That is enough of a reason for me to hate him. I didn't change your sentence. I read it right. Sinclair deserves even more hate than this, at least. There you go. Literally reading your message letter for letter.
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요. 평소에도 이러면 얼마나 좋습니까?
방금 공격. 다음에 다른 기술 얘기도 다시 해봐줄래?
재밌네.
영상으로 남기면
난 너희가
다른
좀 더
직원에게도 도움이
어설플
될지도
거라고
몰라.
생각했거든.
파격감.
본인의 승리일세. 모래배들도 하나씩 흩어져 가고 있네. 이들은 전부 주광일 수도 있겠지.
Nice.
한량 사출.
he's also just somehow more potential man than Gregor. He doesn't have potential. That's the thing. The homeless man Heathcliff has potential. Sinclair doesn't.
이 느낌을 찍어다운 완벽한 공격이었어. 대박! 방금은 감지였는데.
There were times when I would walk down the street and see a dog take a shit around the corner of a random building, and that shit had more potential than Sinclair. Just, you gotta accept that. That is the reality.
이 전투가 성공적으로 끝나면 모두의 희생을 기리며 축배를 드는 것도 나쁘지 않겠죠.
이래서 장비는 속성별로 준비해달라고 부탁해놨었지. 적재적소했으니까 이만큼 효율적인 일이잖아.
For this sentence and its use of potential as an insult. Wow.
좋아지지 않았나?
조여목구를 달고 볼까?
Damn, the drama is heating up.
더하면
다음.
Potential is great until it's all just words and no action. Yeah, reminds me of a cool game called Destiny 2, which had a lot of potential and is currently shut down. Fuck my life.
한놈
조금만 더 힘내자. 개체의 제압까지 얼마 남지 않았어.
Listen, I spend way too many hours
유익한 책이
on Destiny 2. Hold on, I will tell you how much.
모르는 것들이 많아.
I have around 4,000 hours in Destiny.
언젠간 반드시 찾아.
I know how much potential that piece of shit wasted over the years. Destiny 2 is dead because they said they're putting all their resources to another project. You don't want me starting to explain why Destiny 2 is dying. There is not a single person out there. Start? It's gonna... No one's stopping me? Bruh. Destiny had more potential than many other games. But over the years, they just ruined it. They slowly made the story absolute dog shit. In many directions. Instead of actually us fighting to save the universe, they tried to make the whole thing character-based. The story went to shit. Nobody cared about the story after a while because nobody could connect with it. Nobody could find the destiny that everyone fell in love with eventually. And then all of the updates that they have been putting out have been focused on goddamn FOMO. All the fucking time. It's just FOMO this, FOMO that. But you gotta play the game, or the thing that we've spent fuck knows how much money and time creating, we're gonna delete it from the game, because fuck you, this is the seasonal model. Instead of actually developing something useful, instead of adding to the core gameplay of the game, no. We're just gonna develop dog shit that is gonna stay around for 3 months, and then is gonna go away. Good fucking job, guys. And then don't even get me started on all of the, like, profit margin looking ass for everything. Oh, wouldn't it be cool if we added this feature that players asked? But would it drive more profit? No? Then we're not fucking adding it. And if you're not adding it, then the players are gonna go and just not play your fucking game. And guess what happens then? Yeah. They focused on the wrong things, on the wrong time, they didn't add things that the players wanted, the story they wrote was absolute shit in the past years. Fucking god. The guy in fucking charge couldn't care less about the actual game, he only cared about his collector's fucking cars. And then he sold the entire thing to Sony under the pretense of like, oh, we're masters of live service games, buy us please for $3.6 billion. The moment he got his fucking money, he dipped. Cool. And now Sony is like, well, we've been sold a piece of shit. It doesn't make no money, it wastes money, we lost a lot of cash on this, so let's just shut it the fuck down. Who could have guessed? Yeah. And this is coming from the place of love, because I spent 4,000 hours in that stupid game. You seem very invested in this. Yeah, no shit, you'd be invested in anything if you spent 4,000 hours doing it. $4,000 hours over the years is nothing to sneeze at. Anything else? No. So yeah, this Destiny 2 shutting down, let's say I expected it. In many ways, I welcome it. But it still hurts because it's a game that I loved and put a lot of time in. Just pisses me the hell off. And like, the most insulting thing that you gotta understand right now, that the game is shut down and they released like the final update, like the swan song, the love letter to the player base, right? And the final update has introduced like so many things that people asked for. Like an insane amount of things that people asked for. Essentially showing that, yes, they could have done it. They could have put all of those things into the game. They just didn't. It's fucking insulting that the best update the game has ever had happens when the game is officially pronounced dead. So yeah, I am upset about it. And I will be salty for a very long time. Is it really a love letter, or a fuck you, we could give you this sooner? It is a love letter, because it's essentially the moment where the developers were actually allowed to do what they were asking to do. This update was essentially developer driven. Because it's the finale and the higher-ups are like, just give them whatever you like feel like would make it good, you know? Everything before then has been passed through, like, the higher-ups, and it's like, can we add this cool thing? No, it's not gonna give us any profit. But now it's like, you know what, just do whatever the fuck you want, we don't care. I guess that now that they don't, the higher-ups don't have the higher-ups breathing down their necks, they can finally add the wanted stuff even if it's at the end of their life. Yep, exactly. Exactly that. Now that reminded me of Stop Killing Games. Well, the thing is, I do support Stop Killing Games, but it's not exactly the same issue here, because Destiny, it's still up, You can buy the DLCs, you can play it as much as you want, it's just they're never gonna update it again.
관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다고.
Like, that's the big issue here.
저는 언제나
And like, they added so many good things. Like, one big complaint that was for the entirety of Destiny 2's life cycle is that there are a lot of like DLCs and expansions and people don't know what the fuck to buy, and it's convoluted, and why did you have to make it so annoying? And now they just like, okay, here's a pack that includes literally everything, so you don't have to worry about it. Cool. They were like, oh, you know, people were asking, hey, can we get to actually like cool earnable cosmetics that we can get in the game without going through the cash shop? Guess what? Fuckloads of cosmetics and actually good looking armor that you can get. Go ahead, go get it for free now. Will there be a chance some other company pick it up? No, because it's going right into the fucking death vault of Sony. It's going to sit prettily right next to Bloodborne. You know that popular, funny little game called Bloodborne that people have been begging for a port on PC, a sequel, or anything else? No, it's going to be sitting right next to that game, right next to Bloodborne, never to see the light of death. The light of anything. It's gonna be in limbo, it's not gonna die, it's not gonna live, it's just gonna be there. Funny how that happens, huh? Okay, I don't care about this. Where is Boggak? Okay, I gotta go for the Boggackening. Thank you. So yeah. They added all of the things that people wanted when the game essentially died. And it annoys me. I'm totally not seeing any Captain Hook and his cool emulator. Yeah. Sloth and Gluttony. Is there anyone? Oh yeah. Okay, Rodia. Wait. Yeah, Rodia, you got this. Okay, and now the important part, the whole reason I came here. Proceed. Okay, nice. We killed Sinclair. Now let's see, can we get what was that tier 3 burn? Wasn't the one I was looking for, but sure. I'll take it. And yeah, Destiny was amazing in many ways, but it always failed to live up to the potential. You know, piracy wouldn't exist if a company provided better product than piracy. I remember Netflix being cheap and great. Yeah, as Gabe fucking Newell said, that piracy is the issue of service. If you provide a good, convenient, no-issue service, people are not gonna bother with piracy, because, like it or not, piracy is a pain in the ass sometimes. And I've seen people play Bloodborne on PC through a funny little thing called emulator. I've seen it. I've seen people play, you know, the newest Zelda game on an emulator that actually ran in 60 FPS and in 4K. Funny how that works now, isn't it? And have you heard how smart Sony is these days? Because they said, going forward, we're not gonna be releasing our new games on PC anymore. We're going back to console exclusives. Ah yes, good job. As if people gonna care to buy your shitty consoles anymore. Smart and Sony, that couldn't be right. That's called sarcasm. Fuck that shit. Exactly. They said that they're going to console exclusives again. If you haven't heard recently, they also said that they are not gonna be making physical discs anymore. Only digital. Also fuck that shit. Also, another thing that Sony said is that they're going to refocus on live service games. Funny how that is. Do I need to make it clear how stupid Sony is being right now? Because let me be honest, those are probably the worst ideas I've heard. Oh, and also, reason digital has a bigger purchase is because majority of games is literally digital. I mean, I don't care if they're digital. If I could get my hands on a physical copy of a game, you will own nothing and be happy, Sony. Yeah, I will own none of the Sony's games and be happy. Exactly, you are correct. And Sony will own none of my money. And eventually they're going to spiral down to the point where, you know, losing 3.6 billion on Bungie is going to be the least of their problems. And a game that has physical games it has more sold physical than digital. That is not a guarantee, because a lot of people still prefer the convenience of digital, but dismissing people who want physical copies is one of the stupidest things that you can really do. Well, realistically speaking, the issue in this whole situation is not so much that people want physical specifically. Well, yes, people do want physical, but what people really want is ownership. People want not to buy a license for a video game that can be revoked at any moment because someone at Sony decided so. People want to buy a game and own the fucking game. You get me? That's what people want. That's the whole reason. And like, when you have an actual physical disc, they cannot really take the fucking disc away now, can they? Nobody wants to rent their games. Exactly. At the end of the day, I want to, you know that I bought the game, and I can play it now, I can play it in 10 years, I can play it if there is internet, if there is no internet, whatever. If buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. Yeah, the classic. I just overall don't like the idea of, hey, we can take away your right to play the game at any moment, because we decided so. I mean, have you heard Sony again, like maybe a week ago? They removed access to a lot of movies that people have bought on PlayStation Store due to license expiring. Like, they didn't have the license to the movie anymore. So now they decided, you know what? Our users are not gonna have access to those movies anymore. Oh, what's that? You spent like hundreds of dollars on these movies? Aren't they shutting down Vista? Well, it's not so much that they're shutting down Vista, it's they are shutting down the store for PlayStation 3 and Vista. Also, not Vista, Vita. Fucking Vista is Windows. Windows Vista, not PlayStation Vita, not Vista. Different thing. Yeah. I get it, typo. Now I don't have to go and fight the tomboy GF that is going to absolutely destroy my ass. Feels good. But yeah, it's just stupid. They're digging their hole really deep. Like, you need to understand that it takes a lot of effort for you to sink low enough as a company to the point where KFC and Domino's Pizza are ratioing you. Have you seen that on Twitter?
다행히도 억지로게는 가능하는구나.
Fucking Domino's and KFC were fucking with Sony because of their bullshit.
자세히 틀림은 없어.
한눈 팔았으면 되져야지.
난 너희가 좀
Domino's was like, well, you know, we decided to Domino's, yeah? They were like, okay, so, you know, due to the recent events, we will be switching to digital-only pizzas. We will no longer be making... I'm sorry, dear customers, we're moving on to digital foods now. Yep.
방금 공격. 다음에 다른 디테일도 다시 해봐줄래?
Yeah, we will have to move on to digital pizzas. We will no longer be making physical copies of our pizza. And the same one for KFC, they did the exact same. How low do you have to fall for fucking fast food to ratio you? Oh, that's beautiful.
많은 기억을 쌓아줘. 언젠가 그 중에서 가장 멋진 곳에 나를 데려갈 수 있게.
What? Did I I didn't click on the shop, did I? Or did I? Is my brain fucked? No, what? Oh, fuck. Okay, let's make piercing, I guess. So yeah, Sony is probably going to eat a bunch of ass very soon due to all of their smart decisions, so to speak. I do think that both Sony and Xbox are gonna like fall out of the relevance relatively soon. At least in terms of proper gaming and console play, if you really think about it. No, I don't mind the layoffs that are happening in the industry. If anything, I personally think that layoffs are actually a good thing when it comes to projects like video games. But yeah, Xbox is trying to move on to cloud gaming more than anything. Sony's going back to their console exclusive BS. I'm thinking unemployment. Well, you gotta consider the... You heard of the saying too many cooks, right? Too many cooks in a kitchen is not exactly a good thing. And I'm sorry, did we really need 4,000 people, or like 9, I don't remember, 4 or 9,000 people working on Diablo 4? Did you know that it was like at least 4,000 4,000 people working on one video game. You will look me in the eyes and you will tell me that 4,000 people is needed to make a video game? Go fuck yourself. I've seen a random dude sitting in a random ass garage alone make a better game than Diablo 4 could ever have hope to be. Alone. The game costs probably like 10... Yeah, Stardew Valley. The game costs like maybe $20 or some shit. I love Stardew as well, yeah. I love Stardew Valley. I cannot wait for the guy's next game, whatever, like Coffee Maker or whatever it is. Silksong was made by 3 guys. Yeah, you see what I mean? We don't need, you know, thousands of people working on it. Layoffs are a good thing. He built the Stardew in a cave with a bunch of scraps.
이건 직원들에게 유리한 상황 같아요.
But actually though.
대책을 제압하는 데 이용할 수 있을지도.
Personally, I genuinely don't think we need a lot of devs on a single project. The only thing that it leads to is congestion of the entire process and people not knowing what the fuck they're even supposed to do. That's it. I'm sorry, but how the fuck are you meant to wrangle 4,000 people? It's not exactly easy working with like 3 people together. You're going to have differences in opinion on what you want to do. 4,000? Oh no. You ain't making anything worthwhile with that.
그래. 이 정도면 지켜볼 가치가 있겠지.
So personally, I think less people working on a video game is better. I'd rather them take like an extra year or 2 to actually make the video game good instead of, you know, whatever the fuck is usually happening. Oh yeah. Me likey this. What do 4,000 people even do? Diablo isn't that complex. Don't fucking ask me! It tickles the brain every time. Yeah, I love it. I'm not gonna even claim any of this. I'm only gonna claim it when I accomplish the entire thing. And have you heard how fucked Diablo was? I mean, probably still is. People were like, please give us more space in our, like, in our storage to actually store the loot in this looter game, right? And they were like, we cannot give you more storage. You see, the reason is the game has limited memory. And there is a lot of limitation due to the fact that whenever you come across another player, the game has to load their entire inventory and their stash. So that puts a lot of pressure on the game, so we cannot really do that. You look me in the eye and you tell me that you made a system that for some fucking reason loads the entire inventory and stash of another player that you just passing by. You're not interacting, like you can just pass a dude by in the city and your game will load his entire inventory and fucking bloodline and family tree. No, why? Who programs it this way? What kind of vibe coding bullshit AI kind of coding did you smoke to come up with that? Oh my god. This is why I don't play AAA games these days. Because 15 years ago, AAA meant it's going to be high quality and it's going to be actually good. Right now, AAA means that you're just wasting your money. You're wasting your money, you're wasting your time, you're wasting everything. And why? What do you gain out of it? Nothing. If anything, you're wasting time, you're wasting your money, you're wasting your nerves because the game is gonna run like shit, feel like shit, think like shit, one or the other. I just looked at your battle pass and I thought to myself, wow, 800, how did you do that? And I'm reminded I have 1.2k battle pass. Yeah, I've been relatively lax on a battle pass this season, mostly because I didn't feel like the need to really go ham at it. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, as you can see, I only have 76 clears this season. During the Don Quixote one, I had 132 clears. Honglu 110 clears. So, yeah, I haven't been going really hard this season. But yeah, it's just...
작전 계획서 대신 사직서가 반려되었나?
Indie games are just the future. Long story short, AAA lost it a while ago. I remember them being so great. Yeah, you remember being like, oh yeah, new AAA game, it means it's gonna be good, it's gonna be like monumental thing. Nowadays, you look at AAA and you realize, you're asking me to pay $100 for this? Dude, I can go on Steam, buy 3 indie games, and have $50 left over to buy myself a fuckload of McDonald's to eat while I'm playing said indie games. Actually, fuck McDonald's. I'm not really a fan of McDonald's. I mean, it's alright sometimes, but if we're going fast food, I'd go with KFC or like Popeyes. That shit is better. Me likey chicken. Right. Okay. How many boxes I've got? 140. And you can buy a video game... RimWorld. Yes, indeed. This is a RimWorld soundtrack. Alignment from the Royalty DLC. Yes, it is the track Alignment from Royalty DLC. Correct. It is RimWorld. McDonald's used to be good because it was cheap, then it was no longer cheap. Yeah, now it's just shit. It was cheap shit, now it's just shit. So... Let's go, Rupture Team. Yeet yeet. And also, there are a lot of good free-to-play games as well. So why would I spend $100 on a, like, a AAA game when I can play, I don't know, let's say if we're talking PvP even. I can play Overwatch, it's free-to-play right now. I can play Marvel Rivals, it's free-to-play right now. I can play any of the gacha games, they're all free-to-play. Back then, yeah. Oh boy, a AAA, I wonder how this gourmet will taste. Now it's the indie games, and the AAA is shitting in the toilet and then serving it and saying this is a $500. And the worst part is that there are still a bunch of people, just like, you know, the defenders of the billion-dollar companies, and like some entitled developers who are coming out and just being like, how do you know it's gonna be shit? Mate. If I see a dog squatting, I don't need to taste it. I know it's gonna be shit. I know what's gonna come out. You know? I don't need to pay $100 to buy a piece of shit game only to get the right to say that it's shit. Pattern recognition is a thing. And like, realistically, would I ever buy a video game that I knew was gonna probably be bad? Yes, there were times when I paid for a video game, going into it knowing that it was going to be bad, it's not going to be like good or anything, but I still went into it because I was gonna have fun with it because it's something up my alley, even if it's shit. Listen, I played quite a bit of Battlefield 2042. That game wasn't really good, but I enjoyed it for what it was. I played it for a couple of weeks and that was time well spent. Would I say that I recommend the game? No. Would I say that it's a good game? No. I can completely say that it's ass. You know, if I want to go more into the direction of ass games that I like, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. That game is... It's a whole other can of worms. But guess what? I still like it. But I have zero pretense about it not being shit. You know? And even then, FNAF Security Breach is like a AA game, not even AAA. The funny thing is that AA right now is the new AAA, so to speak. Oh yeah. I think it's lost its plot with FNAF. I mean, I'm fine with what FNAF has become. I definitely enjoyed it before Security Breach and the VR and everything, personally. But I still like it. I still like the new stuff. But I do think that that shift, that like... I don't want to call it a reboot, but... Oh, yo! Hey, Polo! Welcome! Green Ray! Welcome, Green Ray. Hey, Polo, how you doing? FNAF had a plot? I guess I haven't watched enough Game Theory. Yeah, you need to go and watch like 3-hour video on the entire story. But yeah, hey, how was the Overcooked? Was it? Whatever, cooking game. Yeah. How was it? Enjoyed it? How cooked were you? Hey, Saito, welcome. Game Theory isn't the same without MatPat. Hey! Hey, Redlock. Welcome, everyone. It was good gonna block Saito now. It's always the same. Yeah, go block each other, like usual. Every Tuesday with you like this? Do you mean it's the same? It doesn't matter what co-op game you play, you're always blocking each other. Don't even at me. Yeah, huh? Tell me something new, huh? Exactly. Oh, you're gonna block each other, oh. I guess the sky is blue today. Same as always. Damn, how I'm gonna block you. Go ahead. I will make sure to message you when I want you to unblock me. Yeah. Imagine that, imagine blocking. But yeah, it doesn't matter what co-op game you play, you always just block each other. Maybe you should play some PvP. Maybe it will help you instead. No worries, I will unblock you since I still need you for Warframe. Bruh. Of course you need me for Warframe. As always. When are you getting your ass back in Limbus? Huh? If you want my carry in Warframe, you're gonna need me. I'm gonna need you to come back to Limbus. At least you're honest? Nah. He's not honest. He likes me too much to block me. But he's just shy. How's Limbus so far? I mean, Walpurgis, mirror dungeon. Yeah. What can I tell you? I have everything. I will give you the you will not give me anything. I'm way too good at dodging. I played enough Souls games to just dodge. Did you know I'll procrastinate and have refractal panic? I think those words are not gonna register with Sino right now. I don't think it's gonna land. What are we playing? Rupture. Yeah, as I said. Yep, it did not land. Exactly. But yeah, get your asses back in Limbus. Time to gamba. The long-haired Yisang is calling for you, Sino. Another femboy to your collection. Long story short, Sino, it's FOMO. Nah, I don't think that's gonna land either. She hasn't played Limbus. She doesn't know anything. She forgot Limbus even exists. The only thing she remembers is Honglu. Come back to Limbus with us. Yeah, you can work on that, Blue. You need to facilitate Limbus addiction in others. Go forth. Okay. Big 5-head idea, Blue. I'm gonna need you to contact Kim Ji-hoon, our beloved director, and tell him that we need a Warframe collab. We need a Warframe collab. That is going to make Sino come back. I was gonna say I'm not addicted, but I have 2k hours. Damn, you're twice as addicted as me. Did not expect that. Crazy. The massive bucks. Humongous bucks. Shut. We do not shut. I've been playing this shit since day one and have not regretted it. If I played this since day one, I probably would have had like maybe even more than 2k hours by now. If I'm being honest. Because here's the funny little thing. I started playing only like, was it like the end of Heathcliff season? Like a week or two before the end of the Heathcliff one. I don't know, man. Day 1 Warframe was a different beast. Ooh, do not even. The first one, the first Warframe, like the beginning, don't even get me started on the whole, hey, you have used up your free revives for the day. Don't even get me started on that shit. No. You do not want that. I remember when Enclair was OP. What's this day 1? Day 2. Day 3. At what day have you started?
도시에선 저런 형태로 사람을
Damn,
강간하는
you guys who played at the very beginning must have had a sad life. You had to use Sinclair.
목을 떨궈주마.
I'm so happy that the game has, you know, since been fixed and patched, and now we don't have to use Sinclair. Now we can actually use good characters. We have Rabbit Heathcliff, that was the most meta in the game. Well, yeah, the man is like, okay, let me just do suppression at 7 speed. Let me outspeed everyone and just put 4 caps in your ass before you can even do anything.
무상한 목숨. 불끈한 지원일 뿐.
And they were like, you know, oh, people love Rabbit Heathcliff. But the biggest issue is the ammo economy. I know. Let's give him a fell bullet ego. It's going to refund ammo.
차포잡이라. 예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나.
Back in my days, Youngster's Mirror Dungeon was the most hottest thing to finish. I haven't, you know, been back then in the Mirror Dungeons, but I miss the Mirror Dungeon that I got to experience for like 2 weeks. The Heathcliff one. Like the one with a skill tree, which you could upgrade and shit. Oh. I remember when MD only went to 5. I've experienced all of it. I remember MD going only to 5, then they're extending it to 10, and it's like, holy shit, it's 10. And then 15. Net 5 was hell. Yup. My very first team that I managed to clear the Mirror Dungeon with in that season was the She team. Specifically the Slash team. You know, with the She identities. Imagine 20. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised that we might get 20 in the next Mirror Dungeon. They will have to what's the word? Rebalance it a little bit, but I can definitely see them going it to 20. Especially with bullshit like Furioso and the entirety of the Blade of the House of Spiders that is Ryoshu. It's not out of the realm of possibility. I remember Charge was a thing. I used to be a Charge player. Bruh. Nah, I never managed to get into Charge. I mean, I'm assuming W Corp was really good back then. But nowadays... Listen, if you want Charge, just go with Tremor. Tremor is better Charge than Charge. W Corp still has the best drip? No. I do not agree. La 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 la. In my opinion, like, the best drip would probably be... I don't even know. Definitely not the W Corp though. They're just janitors. Come on. I mean, everything is just Charge or Rupture. I mean, Burn is not... Burn and Bleed are not, you know, Charge or Rupture. Bleed is Clashing Rupture. We're gonna try to go in that direction now, are we? And Burn is Offensive Charge. The fuck do you... Are you high? High. How are you? Hey, thrill easy. Come on, give me rupture. The wench. Let's get the wench. Smoking gunpowder. Can I get 120? Yeah, but that's unrelated because I'm right. Sure. I'm gonna let you believe that you are right. Try clashing with that. You know, instead of clashing with your statement, I'm gonna dodge it. Because dodge is actually useful unlike clashing defense. Dodging is OP. No, it's normal. Also, I genuinely hate clashable defense. I genuinely don't like it. Because it feels like it's never strong enough to win any clashes with it. It's never strong enough. And you cannot dodge, it doesn't really have a lot of actual upsides. So it's like, what's even the point? Just have it be a god. It's like, on the off chance that you will actually win the clash, you will do nothing. It was like when it was first implemented, the fuck is this? What if I lose the clash? Well, if you lose the clash, it still behaves like brain work. It just behaves like normal defense, but it's like, the fuck is even the point? It's useless. And also, I hate clashable counters as well. You know why I hate clashable counters? Because it's literally just a normal-ass skill. Oh, what's this? If the enemy wins it, you get damaged. Cool. If you win, you just damage the enemy. It's just a normal skill. It's just a normal skill that you cannot do an unopposed attack with it. He's just an S4, pretty much. It's a guaranteed skill. Yeah, guaranteed to lose the fucking clash and make me hate the game. Yes, guaranteed. And here's the issue with it, right? Here's the issue, is that most of the time, the clashable counter is slightly, I want to say maybe by 10% better than just an S1. And so I have the fucking question to ask. Why even bother with S1? Why even bother with S1? What is the point?
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요. 평소에도 이러면 얼마나 좋습니까?
Okay, you just once all my characters stop fucking killing the enemies. Okay, come on. You done yet? You Heisha bastards. The point is not to let you get too many 2s and 3s. I get it, but where the fuck is... There she is. Okay, look at this. Blink step. 3 base, 4 coin power. So realistically, when you're clashing with it, you can get up to 11. Clashable. 5 plus 4. So this is a 13. If you want to win a clash, this just has 2 more power by baseline. it's just outright better than this shit. And like I understand, we can get we can't get mad at our cute VTuber CEO. Do not let the VTuber facade fool you. Nah, but like still realistically, it's like yes, sure, you can say that like, oh, if you win with the blink step, you might reuse the coin. But brother, what the fuck? If you cannot win the clash, what is even the point of the coin? You're not gonna be able to reuse it if you don't hit the coin to begin with.
죽지 마.
이 정도 탕류의 허물이다.
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요. 관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 가지고
And this is why dodge is always going to be best.
저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
Listen, the only way that you can make defense, like proper just defense, good, is if you give it, you know, full-on thick Rodia. Like, Miss, whatever, like, thick-ass Dead Sea Rodia. She eats a lot so her ass is fat so that we can eat the ass. Yes, that Rodia. She defends once and then boom, she has like 5,000 HP. That VTuber lured me like a bird. Do not trust VTubers.
훌륭하구나.
하지만 슬슬 물리는군.
Every VTuber is actually a guy. Do not trust it. Even me. I know it's hard to believe, but I am a dude.
개체가 유리한 조건을 이용하고자 하는 징조가 보인다면 물어버리지 관리자님의 전술력과
That's the best part.
그다지 위협적이진 않을 것 같군요.
I'm Limbus crashing out. But here's the funny thing, right? You gotta ask yourself. You know how a lot of people think that all of the female VTubers are just like 40-year-old guys with a voice changer, right? Do you think there are people out there who think that all of the male VTubers are actually 40-year-old women with voice changes? Do you think all the male VTubers are actually hags?
저희를 헤아릴 수 없다면 그 용도를 고민하는 것이 상책이지.
시비수에게 명한다. 이 앞에 숨쉬는 자 누구 하나 살려보내지 마라.
Have you considered that possibility? Are you self-reporting? Listen, being a hag would have been cool, but you see the issues that I like hags myself. There is a femboy VTuber, and when fans found out she was actually a girl, everyone was crashing out. It's like that moment, like, you know Mulan? The general just being disappointed. You were a woman this whole time. They all collectively said, damn, I fell in love with the chick. Yeah, and that's good.
모래배들의 참을 유쾌해 보이는군.
헤어내리.
시비수에게 명한다. 이 앞에 숨쉬는 자
이 거리면 충분해. 너한테 알겠지만.
목을 떨궈주마.
Man.
왜 휘저
Yes, man. There is no Batman, there's just man.
불끈을 지원할 뿐.
불가피하다면 술집을 세우는 것이 차선이다.
도끼를 보낸다. 저 해충들을 도려내라.
깨우치시게 적에게
묘야.
대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다. 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠. 저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
Here, I am not uptying guys, yes.
무상은 목숨.
Exactly. I don't like guys, I like hot women. They are the only ones getting uptied to full. Listen, there were multiple times when I was tempted to break my rule. There are many times when I thought it would just be easier if I just, you know, abandoned that principle.
달빛조차 찬란하다. 올곧은 하나. 훌륭하군.
But I persevered.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 지워버리죠. 이제 깨우치시게.
Tempted? You're only using half of the sinners? I mean, Oh wow, so totally glad you did not fall to that temptation. Listen, I don't... Yeah, I only prefer using, yeah, the female sinners. I do solo floor 15 runs with sinners, and only female ones get there. I haven't used a single male sinner.
저것들은 언젠가 다시 재생하겠지. 내가 부서지고 파괴되어도
And I do not uptie or thread spin anything relating to guys to 4. That is a privilege only for the female sinners.
뱃대에서 내려 전장으로.
So yeah.
누가 화났을 땐 이렇게 숨소리도 내지 말고 숨어 있어야 해.
You did pick like the only gacha game that makes that an issue. And that's fine. I know my limitations. But what if we have uptie 5? What would you do then? I'd say at that point it's like... The principle is that I'm not maxing out guys. So if a guy gets an uptie 5, leveling him up to uptie 4 would be okay, considering it's still going to be 1 below 5. As long, like, the maximum is the privilege of only girls. That's the thing.
무상은 목숨. 불끈을 지워낼 뿐.
And trust me, I play a lot of gachas. And I follow the same rules. I only level up women. I only use women in all the gachas that I play. There are, of course, like maybe couple exceptions, but it's mostly for the characters that, like, I don't like the guys, but it's mostly that I would cosplay as a guy. You know, like, I would be like, okay, this character I can use because I can consider him like an almost self-insert that I can cosplay as. If that makes sense. Okay. Bro, I didn't even touch you. You just decided to do that on your own, Mr. Centipede.
근처에 용수염이라는 군 거를 파는 곳 있나? 이 크롬오늘 림 컴버 회식 메뉴는 수박을 곁들인 용.
The classic, if I'm playing a character for hours, it should be a woman so I can look at her ass? Yes. If I'm going to spend multiple hours looking at a character, I want it to be a woman. If I'm running around and I'm jumping and climbing shit, I want to hear woman sounds, not man grunts. Now, here's the thing. There are ladies who appreciate male grunts. If anything, there's probably a lot of women who want men to grunt more than men normally do. It's the same situation. So they can add as many men and men grunts into the video game as they want, but I am only sticking to women.
준비가 파괴되어 있어요. 이 틈에
The only times when I'm playing as a guy in a video game is if the video game doesn't let me play as a woman and I'm forced to play as a guy, or if I can be, you know, if I can cosplay a guy, and essentially be the self-insert kind of thing. That's it. Those are the only circumstances. I've seen what women hear in ASMR and the Beast novels to know they have questionable taste. Yes, but okay, let's also be real here. We all know this shit. I need clock picks. I don't think I'm gonna do Dante cosplay. I still haven't finished my Gregor cosplay. I have the fucking gun that I cannot finish for who knows how long, like this fucking thing right here in my hand. You know, the Solemn Lament one? I tried to do a twirl, but doing it at this angle in front of the PC doesn't work. But yeah, I need to finish it. I need to, like, put some... Wait, you do cosplay? Yes, Blue! It's almost like you and me at some point even discussed it! Motherfucker, what do you mean, alright? Wait, the sky is blue? The fuck do you mean, man? Okay, let's upgrade everything we've got. There we go. But yeah, I've been trying to finish the Solemn Lament cosplay in such a long time. Can you blame me? I just got out of a 10-hour shift and dealing with people's BS.
Yes, I can blame you. How dare you not remember a detail that we discussed ages ago? I take it personally.
10-hour shift, imagine. My usual shifts when I was at work were 12 hours.
매뉴얼을 만들어두길 잘했네. 그렇게만 해.
Nah, it's fine. I wanna finish it. You know what, fuck it. I'm probably gonna continue working on it after the stream. After I finish up, I gotta smooth it out a little bit.
적의 날개를 꺾었구나.
I mean, overall, it kind of looks cool. Okay. We are not discussing how many hours we are working. We should be discussing resting and not dealing with with our effed up economy. Fair. That is a good thing to discuss. Or how about instead we discuss hot women? Hey yo, Bogak again. Hell yeah, hot woman. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so here's a question for people out there. Which non-sinner, dark-skin tomboy GF would you go for? Would you go for Zilu, Rufo, or Im Guyongyap? Which of the three would you go for? Out of the, like, here, how about that? I like him Rufo. Okay, okay. Zilu, interesting.
아는 것을 모른 채 할 순 없으니.
Okay, now I'm that big ass chest. Okay. As per YouTube thumbnails, you like the girl who will knot you. And her psychotic smile tingle my brain. I will give you that.
이런 건
I should have just killed Sinclair if I autopiloted. Fuck. Yeah, that's on me. I did it stupid. Why didn't I? Okay, I'm sorry, Roger. You get a big heal just because of that. I mean, I love crazy women. Rufo is good. I will give you that. Sure. There you go. But yeah, I personally, you know, if I had to pick between the three of them, I would just take all three.
그래, 그렇게 가라앉지 않을 분노를 담는 거야. 오늘은 쓸데없이 말을 내릴 필요 없겠어.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there is a bit too big. What? Chicken ass answer. Ah. Man, why with a trick question?
재밌네.
Well, guess what?
좀 더 어설플 거라고 생각했거든.
Of course, all of us will pick all three.
이제야 실력이
Nobody stopped you from picking all three. But personally, I'd probably have to go with. The issue is that I like them all. Zilu is nice, but the issue is she's a Heisho. And I'm tired of fucking Heishos. I don't like Heishos. So, by no fault of her own, she gets minus points. So let's say Zilu would not be the main pick. But Bunny. Yes, I like Bunny, but the issue is that there's fuck all for Bunny. She's not even in a bunny costume. She's not hopping on my cock right now, is she? She doesn't even have the ears. So, not like...
이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나.
Listen, I've seen normal people who are considered more bunny than that bunny.
놀랐어?
So, yeah.
무상은 없음.
Like, if we want to talk about, hey, how about we make a cool looking animalistic character? You look at Rufo.
아이씨, 팝콘
Rufo really went all the way there.
시간 끌 것 없이
Hmm?
모조리 치워버리죠.
Rufo is really good.
예상한 것보다 움직임이
But you see, the issue is that we have not actually interacted with Imu Yongi-up. It's only been just like memories of her or like imagination of her. So I cannot, you know, like guarantee that I would go with her. So I'd have to go with Rupa. I mean, it's a repression bolus. Doesn't matter. You cannot create a character who is quote-unquote bunny and she's not, and we're not doing the thing like bunnies. Hey, I ain't a furry, but I'm cracking Rufo. Hey, Rufo is getting it, okay? Okay, how about the next question? And this is gonna be actually difficult for all of you. At least I think it's gonna be difficult.
고작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이
If you have to pick Ronald...
키울 수도 없겠구나.
Listen, first of all, when we're talking about all of this, condoms are not a thing to begin with, okay? I'm gonna take the role of the head of the city and I say that condoms are prohibitive in more than bullets, okay?
제약회 책의 큰 틀이
But yeah, next question. And this is gonna be difficult because it's a less positive question for you.
탕류의 허덕이다.
If you had to pick one to go with,
끝내지.
spit by spit, if you had to pick one,
햇세대 같은
you have to go with, you have a choice, Josephine,
에너지 짜는 회사에서
Ahab,
이 정도 전투 능력은 있어줘.
or Herman.
복지팀 애들만 데리고선 뭘 한다고?
먹을 콱
How about that for a question?
끝내지. 훌륭하구나.
먹을 콱 물어버리자고.
Oh, fuck. Why? You have to. We like hags, but sometimes you have to go into the dark side of the hags.
최근엔 좋았어요.
그래. 이 정도면
Now you have to you have to answer. Herman? Okay. I'll take the coward's choice. Hey, nothing wrong with going with the coward's choice. Herman is... Dude, I mean, I'd probably go with Herman. Although Josephine is also pretty good. Fuck it, Ahab.
간단한
Damn.
명령입니다.
You're going for a girl who already got bukkake on, huh? Interesting choice. Sinclair, I want you to suffer. Motherfucker pulled it off.
달아오를 틈도 없이 끝났네요.
You get to live for now. You've earned your right to breathe for the next 10 minutes. The spite fueled him. He gets to live for now. For a short while. Sinclair making it difficult for me? Don't worry about it. He's not gonna live long enough. Also, look, I love those cracking crazy. Huh?
필구 출진.
What? Based on thorough experience, crazy is better than normal? Yes, correct. Listen, I'm going for crazy every day of the week. If someone is like way too normal, it's like, how can you... Okay, how about, let me rephrase that. Normal people are usually very boring in terms of personality. It's very difficult to connect with a normie, so to speak. A crazy person has a higher chance to be weird, to be into something interesting, to actually share some potential weird interest with you than normal. And also, there are other reasons for that as well. But yeah.
흑수며 뒷받을 준비.
Okay, let me think about another question that I can ask you.
우와, 지금 완전 상상력의 공원에
Ooh.
같았어.
Hold on, I'm cooking a question here in my mind.
통 끊기.
True, if you have a normal GF, all the shit you like, she may think you're crazy. Yup.
이 팀을 찍었던 완벽한 공격이었어.
멈추지 않는 시대에서 희망과 미래를 찾아.
Like, if you like weird shit and a girl likes weird shit, even if it's different weird shit, you can still connect on the basis of we both like weird shit.
이번에도 도움이 될지도 몰라.
Exactly. Okay, hold on. I almost made up a good like question here.
올곧은 하나. 훌륭하군. 무산소 배원
Although it probably would be easy. Hold on, I need to come up with a third.
지원했군.
이래서 장비는 속성별로 준비해달라고 부탁해놨었지. 적재적소했으니까 이만큼 효율적인 일도 없잖아.
Okay. Here's a good one.
먼치킨, 압도적인 전략.
Out of the three,
가끔 질릴 때도
would you go for Sod,
맛에서만 느껴지는
Yuri,
있다니까.
or Aingdu?
헤어내리.
도끼를 뽑다. 저 해충들을
엄마는
도려내라.
목이라면 뭐든 잘 다뤘어. 틈을 끊어. 이제 그중 제일 뛰어난 게 광이었고. 방금은 좀 쩔었는데. 지금처럼 엄마와 함께 이곳저곳을 다니며 많은 기억을 쌓아줘. 언젠가
Shit.
오늘
그 중에서
부끄럽지
가장
않았습니다.
멋진 곳에 나를
의를 바로
데려갈 수
세우는 데
있게.
일조하였으니
Man.
내일은 더 떳떳이 살아갈 수 있겠군요.
This one stumped you, huh?
그래. 작전 계획서 대신 사직서가 반려되었네. 저녁까지 기다리게 만든 거지. 몇 명 놓치긴 했지만 주살독을
Okay, I'm waiting.
이걸로
I'm assuming you're trying to soul search and figure out who you would go for. Damn, you guys really are taking your time. Holy. Did not expect it to really hit you. I feel like Yuri is a bit too pathetic even for me. He's still not recovered with Yuri. I mean, she's a good girl. She's not that bad. Have we added any new achievements? Right, I need to go to floor 15 at some point to fight Matthias. Dead. I mean, we are considering, like, you know, at the not dead stage. Aingdu, those robot arms. Huh, so you want the robot arms. I see, I see. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. No, that's the House of Spiders ID. Fuck. She doesn't have a lot of sinking. Damn it. Okay. Aingdu, hell nah. Kim can take her. Oh. Why don't you like Aingdu? You gotta, you know, give me an argument. Give me a reasoning.
저의 실책입니다.
Didn't know that was an outcome. If I take her and Cracker, she can use her arms to do its job and it'll just rip it off. Okay, have you considered that she doesn't have to use the arms for it, right? I don't know what you were thinking, but K-Corp's ampules exist. Oh, you can... You're gonna be farming your own dick. Like they did with the chickens in the canto. You're gonna be farming your own dick. Oh my fuck. It's farming cock either way, exactly. Interesting that neither of you went with sword.
모조리 찔러놓고 으깨놨지만 저것들은 언젠가 다시 재생하겠지.
If new people come here, we're not gonna be able to give excuses. What makes you think I'm going to, you know, try and hide my true nature? Buddy, I'm horny on main and I couldn't care less. Okay, let me think of another one, you know? I gotta provide more hypotheticals. Dude, what? Which apprentice? What do you mean? Okay, hold on. Thinking. I almost have a good question, just... Wait, what counter are you on? I mean, I beat everything. It's just the word apprentice doesn't really ring any bells. Do I need anything? Nah. Aye, Albinus or Kira? Kira. It's not even a question. We can all assume that we beat all the Kanto. Yeah. Okay. For me, it's Kira, no question. Now that apprentice, yeah. I'm not used to talking about them as apprentice. I just consider them characters, so, yeah. Albino all day? Well, bye-bye goes your dick again. She's gonna be like fussy and needs to feed. Bye-bye your dick. Immediately. I think you're seeing a theme. All I'm saying is that, listen, Albina, hot. I would. But out of the three, I would have to go with Kira. Kira would be the first place, then Albina, then Sora. My dick will have so much calluses and be able to crack everything. She's just gonna snip snip and bye-bye your dick. She has a chainsaw in her arm. My guy. No amount of calluses is gonna save you. But, you know, realistically speaking, I'd go with Kira. K-Corp ampules. Here's the issue. Sure, you can regrow your dick. It's still gonna hurt. I do not want to go through the pain of losing my dick. I'm good. Okay, hold on, I'm still thinking there. I just need one more character to really add to the lineup. Do not start with this balloon. Do not even start. I know what you're trying to do. And you can stop. That line of thinking isn't gonna work on me. I know what you're doing. Okay. I got a few. I just gotta remember the fucking name. Hold on, I gotta look up the name of the character. Even I forgot the name. No, wait, that was... Okay, here we go. So, you have a choice between Ida, Smithy, and Bao Chai. How about this? Huh? Come again? Smee, yeah. Smee, Ida, Bao Chai. Smithy? You know who I'm talking about, the fucking pirate lady. Smee. T. Smee titties. Smee titties. Smee no context? Damn. Interesting. Why? I'm curious. Or more so, don't give me the reason why you like Smee, why you don't like the others. How about that? Go on, I want to know the explanation.
불청객 찌그러져 있도록. 차포잡이라. 예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나.
I'd have beat my ass back in the day.
모든 것들과 함께
Okay. Where's the downside? And Bao Chai is just mid. I've seen quite a few people like Bao Chai.
다른 개체 얘기도 다시 해봐줄래? 영상으로 남기면 다른 직원에게도 도움이 될지도 몰라.
고작 터뜨려주지.
어제 고작 하나를 찔렀을 뿐.
아민.
유익한 책이 또 하나 늘었네. 도시에는 내가 모르는 것들이 많아. 이렇게 하나씩 알아가다
I've been sure this fan of anything.
반드시 찾을 수 있겠지. 세상의 모든 것이란
Yeah.
단
You
하나였지.
see, there's me or Ida for me. Fair enough. Okay. How about next one? Nelly Jichun Lindayu. What? Fuck. Hmm?
순수했던 나날로
Go on.
정보팀에서 준 자료와는 차이가 있지.
You can do it. You can come up with an answer.
당황하지 말고
Maybe.
침착하게 대응하면 괜찮을 거예요.
어두운
관리자님.
무지를 열어젖히라. 직접 열어드리죠.
우와, 완전 삼촌들이랑 고모대 같았어. 깨달았나?
Mhm.
이제 쉼에서 벗어난 거라지.
달빛조차 찬란하고 올곧은 하늘. 훌륭하군. 한 수 배웠네.
Nelly. Ooh, Nelly.
제압 개체에게 큰 피해를 준 것 같아. 교육팀의 직원다운 완벽한
지야?
능력이었어.
You mean Jichun?
속에서
뭐
Interesting. Nelly. I did not expect Nelly.
역시
Same thing? Not really, but
터뜨려주지. 저 도야지 같은 새끼들. 곧 속에 파묻혀라.
okay. Yeah, but like we're one is a family name and the other is like the person name.
정리하겠습니다.
My answer?
불결한 것.
I probably wouldn't go with Nelly. It'd have to be Jichun or Lindayu.
갇힌 지성
재밌네.
It's a very difficult question for me as well.
했거든.
Because I like the Jichun and Lindayu like very close.
터뜨려주지.
Because let me think. Okay, Lindayu, I really like her overall style. I like the palette of like blue and black. It really it does something for me. But I Jichun's dress, that qipao, oh my god. I am weak to women wearing that like traditional Chinese suit. The dress, I mean.
채워지지 않을 공허를 남겨주지.
Probably Jichun, honestly. If we got a little bit more Lindayu, I might have stuck with her, but I'll go with the Jichun this time around.
침착하게 대응하면 괜찮을 거예요, 관리자님.
Lindayu, I didn't see any features that I like. Fair enough. If you don't like, you don't like. That's fine. For me, she's good. She's just a solid, good character that I would go for, but it's just not quite.
직접 열어드리죠.
호, 제 행위군. 그렇다면 파쇄 완료. 너희가 걸어야 할 수라야.
Okay.
꽂아 터뜨려주지. 여전히 그 끝이 보이지 않을 만큼.
Nelly Jichundai.
속에서
Fair. Nelly is a maid, and I'm oversaturated with maids because of Japan. For me, I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't, you know, vibe with Nelly too much.
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요. 평소에도 이러면 얼마나 좋습니까? 맞는 거야.
대박.
그렇지 않은 거지.
였는데
그래.
Oh, hold on. I'm cooking something here.
지켜볼 가치가 있겠지.
이럴 때 딱 씹어줘야 하는데.
Oh, I'm cooking. Hold on, give me a sec. I just need to.
와일드 헌트야.
Okay, hold on. I need to really cook here.
너무 약올리신 것 같은데요. 꽂아 터뜨려주자.
Brain work, I just need to come up with a third here.
무지하니까 맞는 거야.
우와.
Oh dear.
완전 삼촌들이랑 고모네 같았어.
I just think housework fixes I need. Fair enough.
왜 안에 갇혀 죽어라.
효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다.
사무처럼
참고로
Hold on.
기계는 입에 발린 말 따위 쉽게 하지 않아요.
직접 알게 함이라.
I guess I'm gonna go on the wiki again.
치명상을 입혔군요. 관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 갖추고
Also, did you see the NCOP fit?
저는 언제나
It certainly was, it was a fit.
생멸법.
팝콘쯤은 줘도 되잖아.
오래 필수록
이럴 때
가치는
딱
떨어지는
씹어줘야
법이지.
하는데.
Okay, hold on. I'm thinking. Oh no, man. You ain't going into hum hum pang pang with this. No, it's more so I'm trying to navigate. Yes! I come up with something. Okay.
꽂아 터뜨려주지.
I actually didn't even look at the. I didn't see it on the wiki. I didn't even scroll that far enough. But
약속대로 이 만화책이랑 해결사 잡지 가져간다.
you have the Dongbei, you have Kathy, and you have Dulcinea. How about this? But you got an argument which one you're gonna go with. You gotta just say, you gotta explain why. Lapa confirmed. Argue, you say? Yes, I need to know why you make the choice you chose. Who was the second one? Kathy. You know, Catherine. The one who was the reason why you have given up your smiles, and the hope inside your heart has been stolen. Catherine? Heathcliff knows what's up? I've had people LARP that shit so many times, it doesn't work on me anymore. Not gonna help you. I'm cracking something that is very hard to obtain. I mean, nobody's stopping you, except for maybe Heathcliff if he knew.
다음 오창까지는 돌아오겠습니다.
Dulcinea, Interesting.
치사하게 자기 혼자 사기 버프 둘둘 감고. 너흰 저런 거 없어?
I mean, I can see it. Personally, I would probably go with Dongbei. Dongbei, whatever, how the fuck you pronounce that. Beating the shit out of Heathcliff and giving him the cock chair. Also, I just had a very fucked up moment in my mind at some point. For some reason, an image came into my mind. Oh, you know how Heathcliff and Sinclair are hanging out a lot? I'm just imagining at some point Heathcliff is just like forcing Sinclair to dress up as Kathy. Using the femboy to his full advantage. That is a possibility. Yeah. I'm not talking Mirror World, I'm talking our world. I'm talking Heathcliff is just like, I need to remember Kathy. Sinclair, I'm gonna need you to do something. Oh.
다행히도 억지력에는 반응하는 관리자. 손끝이라도 데려다줄 수 있게. 태어난 곳으로 돌아가라.
Chroma gonna have to run for her femboy. Sinclair didn't even want Chroma, he doesn't deserve her. Sinclair can never do it right, so he gets hit. That is taking a very dark turn. But yeah. Let me think. Let me expand the search in my mind. Okay, here's an interesting one. A bit of a different one, right? Angela, but you have to pick Library Angela or Lobotomy Angela. Lobotomy no contest? Interesting. Is it long hair? Lobotomy design is just better. Fair. Okay, so this one wasn't as hard. Why? Also, yes, long hair. Oh, she's gonna experience it for a long time. My guy, she's not gonna feel good for a long time. She's gonna think, damn, this guy is moving slower than a fucking snail. From her perspective, you're gonna be moving 1 thrust per year. And, by the way, it works the same way, like, she still feels time in a fucked up manner in library as well. Just like, you know. Okay.
제압 개체가 흔들리고 있어. 다들 조금만 더 힘내자.
I like how she's very obedient. The moment she gets freedom, you're fucked.
살고자 하는 모든 것들과 하늘으로 참 속에 파묻혀라.
I'm not sure if I want to be on his side anymore.
이 정도면 지켜볼 가치가 있겠지.
이럴 때 딱 씹어줘야 하는데.
Whose side? That's the thing when she escapes. Uh-huh. But before that is all game.
애도의 시간이군.
Well, if that's the thing that you prefer, good. You know, you gave me the reason for your answer, so it's fine. Okay.
태어난 곳으로 돌아. 그건 내가 하는 몇 안 되는 일들 중 하나지.
That's my future self has to deal with. Also gotta go. Okay. Thank you for chatting and unveiling your tastes, Blue. Man, sure fun with being here. Yeah, we're totally normal people here. My taste is immaculate. I mean, of course you like your own taste, because it's your taste.
세피라 중 최고의 전투 부서 징계팀이 나설 시간이.
Later.
을 내놓고 있노라.
괴물들에게 훌륭하구나. 때를 보여주자고. 파쇄 완료. 괜찮은 공격이네요.
지금처럼
앞으로도 그렇게만
엄마와
해주세요.
함께 이곳저곳을 다니며 많은 기억을 쌓아줘. 언젠가
Okay. How
가장
about
멋진 곳에 데려갈 수 있게.
Malkuth, Hod, or Myo? I think that's her name. I could be wrong.
일당과 마님에게 손끝이라도 대려는 자가 있다. 직접
Could be Mio.
열어드리죠. 그새 능숙히 달.
I don't remember which letter it is.
태어난 곳으로 돌아가라.
I'll have to go too. But malnutrition and I will die on the hill, try me.
엄마가 검을 들고 나갈
Malnutrition.
내가 정말
I'm gonna assume you mean Malkuth.
엄마가 돌아오지 않는 게 있어.
맞는 거야.
Okay,
공격이네요.
fair enough.
그렇게만 해주세요.
Yeah, Malkuth. Fair enough. Fucking autocorrect.
파쇄 완료. 살고자 하는
Don't worry, you're gonna be cracking malnutrition. I got you.
속에 파묻혀라. 같지 않아. 속에 파묻혀라.
좀 좋잖아.
을 내놓고 있노라.
씹어줘야 하는데.
Okay. And so, I'm back
엄마는 무기라는
to being alone in my degeneracy.
그중 제일 뛰어난 게 검이었고.
Yaryoshu, go ahead.
몰랐어.
겁나래.
Just
왜 엄마가
내게
shoot more bullets, why don't you?
무섭게 했는지. 그 외부관
곳으로 속에
손가락 안에서도 내로라는 실력자들이었을 거야. 우리 팀의 직원다운 완벽한 공격이었어.
살고자 하는 모든 것들과
Eventually someone else will go.
속에 파묻혀라.
제가 연구원이라고?
Or not. If you just kill everyone. We're on floor 3, so I can use a little bit extra cash.
목을 내놓고 있도록.
Come on.
내게 바쳐주지.
Let's beat their ass a little bit more.
맞는 거야. 차포잡이라. 예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나.
I'm starting to get a tiny bit tired. Just, or not so much tired, but what's the word? Fatigued. Just doing mirror dungeons back to back to back. So I'm gonna probably stop after this mirror dungeon. After this run, which is still pretty good. What is it, like 3 runs that I did today? But you know, 3 runs is pretty good.
관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 가지고 있다. 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠. 저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
훌륭하구나.
겁나.
I'm floor 3 right now, right? I should do a floor 15 run soon.
난 너희가 좀 더 어설플 거라고 생각했거든.
I'm just wondering, who should I take for floor 15?
무덤으로 돌아가라.
I could take it over your shoe again. The easiest floor 15. No, I could take Valencina Rodia.
지켜볼 가치가 있겠지.
Valensadia. That could be a good one. We are sinking. Let's go. Sinking. We're making this. What am I missing now? Thinking. Ah, Midwinter is what I'm missing. There we go. Perfect. Now give me the bottle. Yeah, baby. The game knows. The game trusts.
와일드 헌트야.
Wild hunter. 싸우지다.
격리실에서 나왔구나.
Relax, Heath. It's fine. No need to be so angry all the time.
왜 안에 갇혀 죽어라.
지금 완전 삼촌들이랑 고모대 같았어.
Yes, beat their ass, wife.
태어난 곳으로 돌아가라.
Alright, these guys are immortal, so it doesn't matter.
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요. 관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 가지고 있다.
Brother, why are you doing that much damage?
저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
Yeah, it's fine. Just continue beating them. Eventually they'll give up.
불청객은 찌그러져 있도록. 꽃으로 잠들어.
조각조각 형체도 남고
살고자 하는 모든 것들과 꽃으로 잠들어. 괜찮은 공격이네요. 앞으로도 그렇게만 해주세요.
직접
Kind of annoying
열어드리죠.
재밌네.
that we still have to deal with this.
좀 더 어설플 거라고 생각.
Just let me, you know, do the factory immediately. Do I really have to beat their old asses?
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요. 이러면 얼마나 좋습니까? 깔끔하게 잘랐습니다. 이제 폴리나와 솜씨가 비슷해지셨는데요.
Yep, we're taking our sweet time. Heath, you probably would do more damage if you just hit the enemy with the sword instead of, like, sword aura. I know you're aura farming, or at least trying to. You really don't gotta do that.
기세가 좋군.
어두운
밝은
무지를
파라를
열어줬지.
맑은 바람이라도 쐬는 표정이야. 기아.
그 전투에 명예 따위에 기대하고 있는 건 아니겠지.
개체의 부위가 파괴되어 있어요. 이 틈에 빠르게 제압하면 직원들의 피해를 줄일 수 있을 거예요. 다행이다.
지원이라면 당연한 판단이긴 해. 잘했다는 칭찬은 생략하는 게 좋겠지.
Are any of them actually gonna die before the factory? I wouldn't be surprised. Since there is a tick of damage before,
방금 공격. 다음에 다른 개체에게도 다시 해봐줄래? 영상으로 남기면 다른 직원에게도 도움이 될지도 몰라.
yep, one of them at least died.
제압 개체의 상태가 나빠졌어요.
And now all of them will die. Ryu died in one hit. Well, that was easy. Even if it is was... Even if this is... Speak, please. Articulate the words and the thoughts that are born within the confines of your mind with something better than bullshit. Beg of thee. Could I get... No, I guess I cannot. So I'll have to force it. I'm taking the Boggakening. Because I want to. And from the Boggakening, I'm gonna head to the good old... What's the name? To the line 2. Snuffed lantern, yay. Approach. Skincare, go die.
이런 걸 바란 게 아니야.
Nice. Okay, any other sinking that I have left? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Yeah, I got every thinking. Gimme. Is it useful? Probably not, but I want it.
고통 없이 지식을 얻지 못한다나 뭐라.
It's only floor 5 anyway.
오작 터뜨려주지.
There we go.
왜 안에 갇혀 죽어라.
Stupid little gnomes. What are you gonna do? Nothing. That's what you're gonna do.
깨달았나?
It's time for you to give up.
예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나. 꽃으로 잠들어 뱃속에 파묻. 이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요. 평소에도 이러면 얼마나.
Look at you. You have a little hammer. And you have a very angry, transdimensional.
직접 밝혀주마.
How do I even classify you?
달빛조차 살려나가.
Angry man. Transdimensional angry man. With a big ass spiky sword. What are you gonna do?
대단한 능력을 가지고 있다고.
What you gonna do when it comes for you?
저는 언제나 옳은 말만
Gonna die.
이제야 좀 이해.
재밌네.
That guy didn't even have a spiky sword, he just had a normal sword.
오작 터뜨려주지.
You guys are not having a good time.
속에서
It's funny how, like, old, you know, capstone bad end IDs, they used to be really strong,
절묘한 하나 보시.
and now they're not.
훌륭하구나.
It's just really funny.
오작 터뜨려주지.
Because you know, at some point, the Heathcliff, the Wild Hunt, ooh, he was good, he was strong. But by today's standards, he's unreliable, annoying, and doesn't even do that much damage.
이제 생멸선 벗어났나?
You know what would be cool though?
가치는 떨어지는 법이지.
Would be cool if we got an intervallo for Heathcliff. And in that intervallo, Heathcliff would efflorescent ego.
살고자 하는 모든 것들과
Like actually take that wolf persona under control. Rips off shit. So what if you can see the darker side of me? You know that one? Yeah.
이 전투의 명예 따위를 기대하고 있는 건 아니겠지.
마음 둘 아.
목을 내놓고 있도록.
Win racing through everything. As Limbus Gods intended.
불결한 것
That's all I need to do.
속에 파묻혀라.
Win the race until the enemies give up. Or I give up. I still need to do the railway. Oh no.
왜 안에 갇혀 죽어라.
맞는 거야.
시생멸
조금만 더 힘내자.
오작
How many gnomes are there?
대체
가치는
제압까지 얼마
떨어지는
남지
법이지.
않았어.
여기가 백성의 전투의 명예 따위를 기대하고 있는 건
속에 파묻혀라.
Ooh,
살고자 하는
nice.
모든 것들과
Remove most of them, please.
꽃으로 잠들어. 옳다. 태어난 곳으로 돌아가라.
효율적인 대처로
I said more.
하겠습니다.
묻혀 잠.
Yes.
기계는
Even
이번에는
more.
쉽게 하지 않아요.
무지하니까
What are you gonna do, little guy?
이제 정말 개체의 제압까지 얼마 남지 않았어.
What are you gonna do, little guy?
손끝이라도 대려는 자가 있다면
You-
방심해.
That was unfortunate for you.
정리하겠습니다. 기대받지 않은 것들은
You just had a random woman fire like 10 bullets into you.
떨어지는
That is so unfortunate.
깨달았나?
살고자 하는 모든 것들과 함께 무덤으로.
Ryoshu just does whatever the hell she wants.
당연한 판단이긴 해. 잘했다는
And that's just her thing now. With this one, you know, she just moves as many times as she wants. With the Blade of the House of Spades, she's just zooming all over the place. I'm like, okay, I want you to use this skill. She uses like 3 other skills before she uses that one.
열어드리죠.
아니, 와씨, 거기서 그렇게 한다고? 이건 에바지.
정신 괜찮은 공격이네요. 앞으로도
And delete. Just one swipe. Whoosh.
힘껏 찔러놓고
Gone.
남겨놨지만 저것들은 언젠가 다시 재생하겠지. 내가 부서지고 파괴되어
This.
된 것처럼
Sure.
얼마나 완벽하게
Offense level, damage taken. I'm taking these because they're least painful. I guess chant. Alright, I don't drag him down. I should have taken Bellatrix. What am I doing? I'm dumb. I'm an idiot. Stupido. Go on, Greg. I believe in you. Good job.
지금까지 배워왔던 것들과
I knew you could do it, bud.
쉬웠어.
분부대로 완료했습니다.
Nice, got that. Not that I'm gonna need it, since this is the end. Okay. Let me enhance everything I can get my hands on. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's just literally a flower sign. It's not gonna survive anyway. He's just gonna... We're doing a little bit of gardening.
너희도 이번 역경을 헤쳐나가기만 하면 능력을 기를 수 있을 거야. 비록
열어드리죠.
Yeah, see?
과정에서 희생이 나올 수 있겠지만
제압계 체계만
Trimming the hedges.
너희가 죽지
왜
않도록 도와줄게.
징계팀이 남아있지? 태어난 곳으로 돌아가라. 병력을 새로이 구성해야 하나. 불가피하다면 정력을 세우는 것.
Now we're gonna break the actual signpost. Oh, damn, we actually broke the signpost.
처음부터 서로 다른 수박이었던 말이지.
그새 능숙히 다르게 되었구나.
Oh, nice, cool little flowers. You can sit and look for hours.
시련을 내리는 만큼 손님 또한 사서에게 고난을 줄 수 있는 거겠지. 지켜볼 뿐인 내가 건넬 조언은 없어. 그러니 극복할 방법은 스스로 생각해봐.
But sadly,
터뜨려주지.
it's time for you to get deleted, Mr. Flower Sign.
차포잡이라. 속에 예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나.
가엾고 슬픈 아이들. 애도를 표할 수밖에.
I think this is the end because it's gonna proc one sinking instance at the end of the round, right? Oh, or Ryoshu just does that, as she always does. And that is that.
칭찬의 말을 건네줘도 좋을 것 같네요.
Parallel superposition? No thank you. I'm not doing floor 15 runs just yet. Yoink. More rewards. Perfect.
그래.
More boxes. How many boxes? I have 164. I can almost get the Heathcliff ID now. How much have I unlocked in this? Damn. Still a long way to go, but I'm like a quarter of a way there. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, exactly quarter of a way. I'm probably gonna do a little bit more of this off stream, maybe on stream, who knows. But yeah, I think today was a good day. We played a little bit of dungeon, we experienced the Faust idea a little bit, been fun. So yeah, thank you all again for dropping by and chatting. Thank you Blue, thank you Slayer, thank you Endless, thank you Top Hat for dropping by, thank you Kenny Elias for dropping by, thank you Polo and Sino for the raid, thank you Redlock for dropping by as well. You're all wonderful, you're all awesome, love you all for stopping by. And for whoever might be lurking, or might have been lurking, you're also appreciated. Great. Thank you for, sticking around and all that. And, yeah. I think I got everything, and yeah. Alright. I will be seeing you all later. Good night, good luck, whatever the fuck. Bye-bye.